Good morning. It's Wednesday morning, August the 12th of 2020. And this week we're going to talk about a myriad of things. First of all, let me say to you that as the school year gets closer for us, and let me remind you the first day of classes is September the 8th of 2020. These videos are intended to help answer some questions, and today we're going to get right down to some real lifetime logistics of how things are going to happen as we start school. We're going to talk today about technology. This school year is going to be built around technology, as I've told you before. And so I have today with me our technology director, Charles Camden, who's going to speak to you. But before he does, let me give you some numbers that we ran on our latest survey. We had 974 responses. We had about 500 that did not respond. On campus instruction, we're going to have 465 out of the ones that responded. And online instruction, we're going to have 509 of those who did respond. So you see today, this is what we're going to talk about the logistics of how we're going to get the technology that our parents and our students need in their homes. And Mr. Camden is going to speak to you very directly and tell you some of the ins and outs about this mode of instruction. Mr. Camden?
Some of the questions that we've been asked are, what devices can a parent buy their student for the school? And my first advice is, before you spend money on anything, we have devices to give to any student that needs one, whether they're at home or in the classroom. It should work for everything they need it to do. If you find that it does not work, at that point, if you want to buy something, you can, but I don't recommend buying anything ahead of time without trying out what we have first. It is at no cost to the student or the parent. All we need is a signature on a sign-out sheet so we can keep track of who has what. All of our devices will have a content filter on them to meet the compliance for the Children's Internet Protection Act, as well as our mobile hotspots if a family does not have internet that they need to check one of those out. The pre-K and kindergarten students will be getting iPads for everything they need that are touchscreen, so they do not have to use a keyboard. And first grade through 12th grade will be getting Chromebooks. On top of that, the questions that have arisen are, when is this going to happen? How will it happen? Where it will happen? I can tell you right now, each campus will be designated as a spot for the children that are on that campus to pick up their Chromebook or iPad. The dates and times will come at a later time this week, but for right now, we do know that every student will go to their respective campus to sign for their device. Beginning next week is when we will start issuing that out, and there will be more dates and times to come on the Back to School 2021 link on the COCISD.org website. And if you have any questions, please refer to that, and the information will be posted there.
Okay, so again, as we go forward, as I've told you many times, we need to refer to the website. The technology department is going to post those dates and the procedures for which you can get your device, whatever it is, whether it be a Chrome, whether it be a laptop, if you need a hotspot, again, as far as connectivity goes. Now, I know some of you's question might be, what if I get the hotspot home and it doesn't work? There are some places in our school district that hotspots might not work, and we're aware of that. The only other thing to do then is we have to say your child has to be face-to-face instruction. That's the only other alternative we have. So I've been asked that question, and I wanted to clear that up because we have no other interventions for you. There's just not another intervention. So anyway, as we go about this school year and reopening this school year, we wanted to take this video time and talk about the logistics of how you're going to get your devices and all those things that it's going to take for you to connect up to that classroom teacher. As I've told you before, we've been working hard. There's been a lot of planning going into it, but let's be really real here. As we go into the school year, we're going to make some mistakes. So we ask that you be patient with us. We're going to do our dead level best to keep your child safe, to keep our teachers safe, and when you enter our building, a mask rule is a necessity. That's by the governor's order. That order, if you want to look it up, is GA 29, I think. I believe that's correct. And so, as we go forward, when you come into athletic contests and all those things that you attend in school, a mask will be necessary. As we wind down into the hot days of August, and as we approach this new school year, we approach it with great enthusiasm. We approach it with a time of learning for all of us, as I've told you before. It's going to be different, but we are going to make it through this school year. I guarantee you, as we look back here in 6 or 8 months, we're going to say, well, we made it, and then things are back to normal. So as I leave you today, let's stay calm, let's stay positive, and go Trojans.